Hello. The following example will help you understand how to solve a quadratic equation using the zero factor property. The zero factor property says if A times B is equal to 0, then A equals 0 or B equals 0. When you're told to use the zero factor property, what you have to do is in the name. You have to factor your equation. We have 6x squared plus 7x equals 3. This equation is not in standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. I need to get it into this form first. So what I need to do is I need to subtract 3 from both sides. When I do that, I get 6x squared plus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then you need to factor this trinomial. And this trinomial will be the product of two binomials. A lot of people find this difficult to factor. I'm going to show you how to use the bottoms-up method in order to factor this trinomial. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this 6, I'm going to bring it over here and multiply by the 3. What that does is gives me x squared plus 7x minus 18. Don't worry about the equals 0. All we're trying to do is we're trying to factor the trinomial. In order to factor this, you should realize that I again get two binomials. But this time I only have a 1 in front. That leading coefficient makes it much easier. Both binomials will have an x and an x. Because that's subtraction, that means that one of these signs is positive and one of these signs is negative. That sign here tells you that the larger of the two numbers that I'm going to write here and here must be positive. Question is, what multiplies to 18 and subtracts to 7? Well, the factors of 18 that do that are 9 and 2. Because 7 is positive, that means that 9 has to be positive, and 2 has to be negative. You should realize that this times this will multiply to give you x squared plus 7x minus 18. At this point, because I multiplied the last number here by 6, I need to divide this number and this number by 6 as well. Then you simplify. X plus 9/6 simplified is 3 over 2. And x minus 2/6 simplified is 1 over 3. Now here's where the term bottoms up comes in. Anytime you have a denominator, it comes up in front of the x within that parentheses. So what this does is it gives you 2x plus 3 and 3x minus 1. Notice 2x plus 3 times 3x minus 1 should give you 6x squared plus 7x minus 3. 2x times 3x is 6x squared, good. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, good. 9x and negative 2x gives you a positive 7x, good. At this point, break these up into two separate equations because this is now A and that is B. That means 2x plus 3 equals 0 or 3x minus 1 equals 0. Subtract 3 from both sides. So 2x equals negative 3. Divide by 2. So x equals negative 3 halves. Do the same thing over here. Add 1 divided by 3. So add 1. Divide by 3. So x equals 1/3. Notice there are two solutions. So when you write your solution set, using your curly brackets, list both numbers, and try and do it in order. So negative 3 over 2, comma, 1/3. This means that the solution set has both numbers negative 3 halves and positive 1/3. You can check these solutions by plugging them in back into the original problem. Make sure the left-hand side equals the right-hand side, which would mean you have the solutions.